control. Mind control.
Tribal and indigenous use of hallucinogenic substances across
Watching
the
Brain
world,
Tube.
as well as hallucinogenic substances created.
Watching Brain Tube, the YouTube channel. I'm gonna put a link in the description for this video. But look at this clip though. Mind control. You know we talk about this stuff early out in the walking talks, and we're just gaining more information.
In labs.
We're gaining more information as we go. You know what I mean? So check this out, yo. Mind control. And this is like around 1953 and stuff, you know, when they're figuring everything out with the drugs. Let's go.
And double agent provocateurs or intelligent psychologists and anthropologists disguised as entertainment personalities and artists, writers, etc. were used to not only do the studies, but recruit the test subjects and promote their findings through the culture. In 1953, Gordon Wasson, the man who coined and popularized magic mushrooms, voyaged indigenous parts of Mexico to promote mushroom use and ancient beneficial properties of psilocybin under MK Ultra Subproject 58, which was later promoted by the typical Time Life magazine to write the mind-shattering and culture-transforming book Doors of Perception, thanks to MK Ultra proponent Dr. Osmond, the one and only Aldous Huxley. Oh, but it does not end there. To join in with this mega pantheon of agents of influence, we have none other than the aforementioned CIA technical services that approve use of LSD for MK Ultra sub-projects across the United States. Mushrooms, ayahuasca, peyote, and LSD. Interesting that all of these soon-to-be famous individuals just happen to be discovering the properties of these drugs in the same year. And all just happen to be directly tied to secret intelligence cells within the CIA.
Look at that.
MI6. Just as the
This is the
CIA
50s, yo.
projects on the relationship between human behavior and mind-altering substances. 1953, exactly 1 decade before the psychedelic explosion hits the American youth culture.
And that's in the 63, right? With the music and stuff in the 60s. If you look at history. And this is 10 years before.
Next is human sexuality. In 1953, the Kinsey reports released the ground.
So they're engineering society by, they're doing their research and then they put it on us. Because remember, they didn't have TV at one point and they had the radio at one point. Right? The radio was the first medium where they started their control.
On the breaking.
Then the TV was the second for the visualization, right? And with the TV now, they implement these things.
Sexual behavior in human females.
Look at this shit.
Written by Crowley-Iden, good friend of Kenneth Anger,
Look at
Alfred
this shit.
Kinsey. Changing our perception on sexuality for women forever. And included this single most influential publication on the male libido in history is formed by trained psychologist and CIA operative Hugh Hefner.
Controlling
with the Playboy magazine.
what?
Ron Jeremy is also born
Controlling every
one of the
aspect of
famous
this
Hollywood
reality.
actors to date. These two would go on to form a wrecking ball in the American moral establishment. Damage we are still sustaining today. And media. Well, Alan Watts, another key New Age figure we will be going into later, starts his mind-bending mystic philosophy program on the Infinite KPFA radio station in 1953, setting the tone and preparing the conditioning
The radio
of
station.
become counterculture, New Age worldview. And possibly most grabbing is the introduction of the color television, right in time for the surge
In the
of
50s.
Hollywood and entertainment that brews in the dark studios of Southern California and New York City.
The
Should
50s,
we
people.
also mention that the same year, and though so convenient,
The 50s, people. We only 70 odd years out. Because we in 2024 now. Not even 70 odd, actually 71, 53, 24. 71 years they've been working this stuff. This is the beginning to it, though. Yo, you gotta know
Make
it's
Food
stuff.
Corp
Yeah.
Swanson released the
Chano.
American staple meal, the TV dinner.
Look at that. That's the
Opening
frozen
up the
stuff.
market of convenience food, all to make your life easier and keep you in front of the television as much as possible, even while you are eating.
So
Taking the typical family away from the...
So what's going on now? Started then in the 50s. They implemented in the 50s, though. They started their engineering, how they want to run society. And I'm saying, yo, people, that's AI.
dinner table where bonding and values are experienced and learned to be
That's mankind doing this. Shadow is style.
analyzed into separate units plugged into the show or news propaganda of the evening, which leads us directly to the concept of mind control.
Channel.
In 1953, Ron L. Hubbard, after splintering from Crowley's OTO, starts the infamous Church of Scientology,
Oh, wow.
one of the largest and most successful science fiction cults to exist.
Church of Scientology. So science is a religion. And science mimics life, right? Trying to understand things about life. That's how come you have all the different subgenres of science. The biology, the marine biology, the other, the earth science, environment science. It's a religion. Trying to understand life, our existence.
And yes,
That's what we're doing here in this channel. Trying to figure out this life and everything else. But look at this. Look what they're doing in the 50s and look at society now. And guess what? They got the weed, them free up the weed now, right? They free up the weed now because they got dispensaries all over the place.
Same time as the CIA sponsors the Robertson panel to discuss the reality and possibilities of a UFO threat to national security in 1953. The follow-up panel to the previous Air Force-sponsored UFO studies, the SIGN program and the Grudge program under the Project Blue Book umbrella.
So NASA and all of that came around that time too?
Stages of mind control that would eventually lead to the socially accepted belief in outer worlds, galaxies, and foreign life forms, and ultimately, the Great Alien Deception.
Project Blue Book.
So when we clearly see that the intelligence operations regarding drugs, sex, and aliens were being researched and developed pre-1960, even within the same single year, it does not make it difficult to understand the rampant evolution of these concepts found in society today, and why those whom have little to no knowledge at all on this history would call you crazy or loony for questioning it. Drug use, pornography, science fiction, pop culture in general, all of these things have been strategically manufactured and utilized to influence that which makes you, you. This patterned history and across-the-board intelligence agency involvement and funding makes it even more obvious how all these things have and always have had to do with nothing but mind control, social engineering, spiritual.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a description to the video, in the link, because this is a long video, so I'm not gonna rattle the whole thing with y'all, but man, this video dope. I'm gonna go finish the video, y'all go tap in and check it out. But yo, mind control is real if y'all don't believe that, man. Social engineering and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? How to set up society and everything. Think about hip hop. Think about those hood movies. Like, for us. Think about those cult classics. Genre Star. But yeah, it's all love. And I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm gonna go finish this video, y'all. You know what I mean? So tap in the links in the description. Alright, peace.